Welcome back to the Fashion Crimes Podcast, everybody, fashion besties, new and old. So happy to have you. I hope you listened to last week's episode, which was chemo and style. That was an exciting topic because I have a dear friend, Jessica, who's been on the show before. She was like, you need some sick ass jammy jams going through this. And I was like, oh my God, you're right. Anyway, so I hope you listened to that and you got some good ideas if you are going through something similar as me, or if you know someone who might be. I'm always open for questions, as you well know. Hope you're having a fabulous summer. I drilled you about bras and bathing suits and hoping that, I mean, at least down south, there's only 2 weeks left before school. I don't know about you people up north. I think you start in September, but yeah. Oh, this shit's no joke down here. But anyway,
he goes back August 27th. Yeah,
I know. They go back August 5th.
God.
Here. But anyway, without further ado, let's welcome back bestie of 35 years from Camp Louise, from Wilmington, Delaware, the queen of She Podcast, Miss Jessica Kupferman. Damn it, welcome back.
Thank you so much. By the way, try 41 years.
41 years. Damn it. Who do I think I am?
I know. I was like 8 when we met. But wonderful to be here. It's certainly a thrill. You're such a lovely audience. Okay, sorry. That's Beatles.
Jessica,
I noticed you didn't say anything about my chemo wrap. This is actually from hair loss I had, as you know, but your audience doesn't. I had gastric bypass in February on Valentine's Day, and I am just now losing my hair from it. It'll grow back, but it's very annoying. Do you want to see? I'll show you, but
okay.
Why do I have to reveal all my shit to your audience? I know. It's like I'm talking to you because you're my friend, and then I realize your whole audience gets to hear all my details. I don't know that I want that, but it's okay.
Okay, so all right, can we just start from the beginning? Okay. So I want everyone to know who you are if they don't know who you are yet. And then we're going to talk about when I helped you and I styled you and I cleaned out your closet for 3 days, but not that I'm bitter. So give us a brief history about what you do for a living and where you were weight-wise and who you were when I cleaned out your closet. Go.
Okay. I am the co-founder and owner of She Podcast, which is a women's podcasting community, which I then turned into a company that did live events. My first one was in 2019, and then there was a pandemic, and then I went back to doing one in 2021. That is sort of when Holly decided I needed a stylist. And so she helped me pick out outfits for the show, and in addition, came and cleaned out my closet, helped me try things on, showed me what was flattering. I wouldn't say it was difficult to find clothes because she knows where to find clothes in a size 22. I want to say 2022, but I did eventually get to be like a 24. But at the time I was about a 22, and we did Pinterest boards, and I and we compared. And then when she came here to clean out my closet, we did in-person try-ons and some other things. That event was very successful. And then since then, actually, I've had people, I did some other speaking engagements that she helped me with. And now people say things to me like, I can't wait to see Jessica because she's always going to wear something fabulous. I called my father one time and I was like, somebody just told me they can't wait to see what I'm wearing. And we both laughed and laughed.
Loving that journey for you. That's awesome.
It was so, we were like, I'm a fun dresser. It was hilarious because like both of us are terrible dressers. But anyway, my dad, actually, Holly's been shopping with my dad. They went thrifting together in New York City one time. Anyway, so so I'm quite known now as a snappy dresser, which is a miracle and great. And then I got much heavier, probably because I was struggling with the last event I was trying to put together, which I ended up having to just do virtually because I could not sell tickets and it was very stressful. And I was really ignoring my health and well-being. And so
can I stop you there? Can you be more specific? Tell us what you were ignoring exactly.
Oh my God. So I was eating like shit, not exercising, not going to the doctor, just ignoring every bit of self-care and using the excuse of too stressed and too busy to do so. And then I realized one day that I was going to turn 50 in January. Well, I mean, this was last year. I realized I'm going to turn 50 in January. And also my mom at age 54 was doing the same thing. She was ignoring her health. She had a stomach issue. She thought it was diverticulitis. She put off going to the doctor. By the time she finally got there, she had stage 4 cancer. They couldn't figure out what kind. They thought it was prostate. They thought it was uterus. And so they ended up giving her chemo for all the things. Nothing worked. So they opened her up and it was her appendix.
Ugh.
And by then she was, she died like 3 months later. Once they figured out what kind it was, they never did. And that is also ignoring your health. My parents both are really good at putting off going to the doctor, not listening to nutritional information. I mean, my dad thinks a Cobb salad is healthy because it's a salad.
Right.
And I mean, some of that is generational, like boomers tend to think, if you just stick it in a Jello mold that it's edible. So like, they have terrible, disgusting food habits. But like I realized that I was doing the same thing, and I have a 9-year-old child. And I thought, unlike my mom, whose kids were 30 and 27, that, I was going to leave him to be a momless teenager if I wasn't careful. So last summer.
Now, can I interrupt? Was this a one-day revelation, or was this was that creeping up for you?
I was getting to the point where I could not walk through the airport. I was starting to ask for wheelchair rides to my gate.
Got it.
I was going to Hershey Park and I would be on ice and in pain for days later. And I just felt like I wasn't being fair to him. We weren't walking around the neighborhood. We weren't going to fun stuff. And it was because his mom couldn't do it.
Got it.
So I already sucked as a mother before I realized, soon I'll be dead and it won't matter.
Jessica.
So I was just like, well, I don't really want to do that to him because I lost my mom. Even 30 is young to lose your mom, and it sucked.
For sure.
So I started looking into the surgery, and I was scared shitless because I am there's a lot of rules that come along with having this surgery food wise. And I'm a terribly fussy texture eater with a lot of psychological bullshit in my head about what you can eat, like baby animals and mush with lump. Like I have all kinds of like weirdness, OCD, I guess, about food. So I was very nervous about it, but I thought I'm just gonna have to figure it out because I need a head start. I couldn't exercise because I was in too much pain. You do get fat, so fat that you can't make yourself thinner because you can't walk the grocery store. You can't walk, you have to lose weight to even start to move. And that, when coupled with a person that has zero willpower whatsoever, is a bad combination. So I kind of got the surgery because I knew it's not that no diets work for me. It's that I can't implement them. I could not implement them.
Right.
I have no willpower. I'm just going to tell you right now, zero, zilch, none whatsoever. So I had the surgery and I lost 25 pounds before the surgery, had the surgery. And since then I started at 270. I was 270 in January.
Okay.
And now I weigh 196. So I'm almost 100
Can we get some alarm bells, John? Yeah.
So now I am 196. I would like to be further along, but let's see. I mean, February to March, April, May, June. It's only 5 months out. So, I just want to hit 100 pounds. That was my first goal. And then my goal weight is actually like 150-ish.
Okay.
But then, when I was young, and also I was pregnant with my daughter at 21 and I gained 80 pounds. So like before I was pregnant, I weighed like 130. That would probably be ideal for my height. But like, I don't want to start with that goal just because you need goals that are somewhat reasonable. So So I weigh 196. I feel really good. I almost instantly had to stop shopping in the plus size department, which I thought was going to be so long from when I started. I thought it's going to be months and months and months. No, it was like the first time I went shopping, I was like 2X. That's fucking swimming in that. 1X. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. And so, I had to go to XL. So now I'm in XL / 14-ish / 16. And that's also not going to be permanent because of the fucking, it's like all my fat that was like under my boobs just sank to over my hoo-ha. And it like, it got a little wigglier, but it's like over the hoo-ha fat instead of under the, so like I don't have belly fat as much and I can suck in my stomach and actually feel ribs, but then it's just like, oh man, it's all,
Okay,
everything is sinking.
Let's back up.
Can you
back up? Thank you
Yeah.
for
The visual?
the visual and the description. Amazing. Let's back up.
No, but we are talking about shopping for clothes, and that is a big issue.
Of
and
course.
also the boobs. Let's go. All right.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Sorry.
So, Jessica, as someone who was plus size, now you're sort of on, let's just say you're on the border of plus size now. Tell us how you're feeling. Forget the clothes. How are you feeling emotionally about your success?
Honestly, I learned this week that I've been self-sabotaging a little bit. Like I don't deserve it. So
okay, can we unpack that a little bit?
So the first couple of months, I got horrible anxiety and I wasn't sleeping. I thought it was because at first I thought it was the anesthesia because it happened like week 1.
Okay.
I was up all night panicking
about
all the stuff I had to do that I was too weak to do because it's major surgery and they don't really set you up like, hey, this is major surgery. What they do is give you a lot of education about what you should be eating and how often you should be exercising. And you think you're going to wake up and be like, boom, give me a smoothie. Let's walk but no, it takes months and they don't tell you that. So week 1, I'm like, I'm not making smoothies. I don't have the energy to walk anywhere. What am I going to do? I'm failing. I'm dehydrated. You are instantly starving and dehydrated. And of course, they don't really tell you that either, but your stomach is so small and irritated from the surgery that you can't possibly drink and eat what they want you to drink and eat in order to stay healthy. They tell you X amount of water, X amount of protein, knowing full well it's impossible. They just make you fail right off the bat. And considering you've been failing at life up until that point, it's very difficult to take the fact that you're going to keep failing. I joined a support group right that first couple of days for a couple of reasons. One was because I couldn't, in my head, I wasn't getting anything right. And number 2 was because the doctors tell you just have liquid protein. Well, baby, that's chemical. All that is chemicals. And why am I putting chemicals into a body that's so full of chemicals already that I'm ill? So I just needed to figure out how to nourish my body the proper, in a way that didn't make me feel like I was failing all the time. And it has really helped.
Too overwhelming. Yeah. It's a lot of instructions, a
lot of instructions, but no cautionary tale. No, the only cautionary tale is if you don't do this, you're going to die and your hair's going to fall out. But other than that, follow these instructions and you'll be just fine. Well, you can't though.
It's not that easy.
You just can't. It's not even that it's not easy. You cannot physically do it. So for 2 months, I didn't sleep. I was sleeping like every 3rd or 4th night. No medicine, no anything. I was just like, okay, well, I'll just sleep better tonight. And then the lights would go out and I would start thinking, oh my God, I know I'm dehydrated. I should get up and drink more water, or I should go make myself a protein. And then I would just be up. And then I would get up and feel, this is how it started. I would get up and feel a rogue hair on my chin. And I would get up and look in the mirror and go, okay, I got all the hairs. And then I would see there was like a little white bump under my skin. And I thought, oh, that's a zit. And I would pop it. That was not a zit. That was probably something having to do with detoxing in your liver and your kidneys. And yeah, so I would pick at my face. And I mean, after a while, it looked like I was stung by a herd of bees. And I think you saw me at that point.
Yeah,
you saw me right in beginning of April. And I looked exhausted and terrible. And actually that was the first weekend that I slept in a month and a half because for some reason, probably because we were with all our camp friends. Did I tell you this? And I would go into this little bedroom that I was staying in and I could hear everyone partying and having a good time.
I was there. Duh, I was there.
I know, but I don't know if you realize it helped me sleep because it was so familiar. Right. It was like, my friends are having a good time. And I just passed out. It was so great because I felt safe for the first time. All of them were trying to take care of me and help me not worry. And it really helped. So, I learned a good lesson from that, and I came back, but I still had a couple things on my face. I healed most of it, but there were still a few things. There are still a few things you can't see, but like I have makeup on, but like here, and here. I can't there. It feels like they're nodules, and it feels like there's a little ball under there. And
Right.
logic will dictate that you can get them out if you just squeeze hard enough. But what actually is happening is you're just digging a hole in your face. So like I have to make myself stop. But emotionally, that is also like I'm getting mad because it's like I can't enjoy this new freedom. I can't do more videos. I can't say hello to my public or whatever because I look like shit all the time. And it's depressing. And it was like preventing me from enjoying this fully. And now I think it's because there's a part of me that's like, you may as well have shit on your face if your body's fine because you still don't deserve to feel pretty or to feel young or to feel happy because you've done this to yourself as usual.
Are you still working through that? Is your therapist helping you with that?
Yeah, I mean I'm doing some hypnosis through my friend Sarah. She does like hypnosis. So like and my brain, because of the sleep thing, and I was trying hypnosis every night, multiple times a night, my brain is totally open, so open to hypnosis that if she told me to balk like a chicken whenever I said a certain word, I could probably do it. Because she starts talking, okay, and instantly I remember nothing.
Mm-hmm.
My brain is so open that I'm just, and then she's like, and we're back. And I'm like, did you even do anything? I don't remember a word you said. Not one. It's so strange, but I do think it's helping because like a couple days after the first hypnosis we did about exercise, because I was like, I don't know why, but I don't want to exercise. A couple days later, I started walking around the neighborhood and I
Love
started
it.
like making better. I had a weight stall right around 199, 200 that I couldn't get through for like a month. I started doing hypnosis with her and I lost 4 pounds. So it's helping a lot. And I mean, I am working through it. Why self-sabotage? I don't know.
I think that your
Um,
brain has been programmed for so long to be in your comfort zone. Now that you're not in your comfort zone, it's really unfamiliar to you. So you're just in the
yeah.
dark trying to like feel your way. Who am I now? We had this conversation
Oh,
yesterday.
yes.
Am
Who
I,
am I now is a good question. Yeah.
and you're like, who do I think I am to be skinny? And I
Yes.
and I thought that was really interesting that you said that because, and that's why I wanted to bring you on the show because I think a lot of people struggle with body issues, A. B, to overcome those issues is a lifelong process that it's like a drug addiction. You have to get up every day. You have to say, something amazing is going to happen today. These are the choices that I'd like to make. Let's see if it happens. And then every little thing that you do is a win, whether it's get up at a certain time or walk down the street or go to the gym or not go to the gym. It's just setting yourself up, you know,
I
like you
mean,
got this laundry list and then you feel like a failure because you can't. It's like a
mhm,
mom with a new baby. You have all
true.
these things and you're like, well, I didn't do this, this, and this. So fuck, guess I'm not doing it right. But it's your
Yeah.
journey. And for you to go from 270 to 196, you should wake up every day and tell yourself what a fucking rock star you are.
Well, instead, I think, look, I can fly away. I mean, instead, I look at my body going, oh my God, every day. But also, like, yeah, who do I think I am to be skinny? Meaning I was punishing myself. I've been punishing
Right.
myself for having kids early, marrying a dipshit, divorcing a dipshit, like, I mean, just whatever. I've just been punishing myself for this and that for so long. And I mean, not going through with that event and that whole process of doing it and canceling it, like it hit my self-esteem in a place that's never quite been hit before, which is like my career and my success. I don't have the Midas touch or anything, but in my career, I don't play unless I win. I know what to win at.
Right.
And so I played and I lost and it was not cool with me. Like
Yeah.
it made me feel like I didn't know what I was doing. Maybe I should start a different career. Who am I to think I can be successful? And that included the surgery, I think. So yeah, so emotionally I'm getting there. I've been hit on, which was weird. That was like the first time in like 20 years.
Hilaire.
I know. My sex life is low. My sex life is not low. My sex drive is low, and it was
Sure.
really high before, which must mean that I was like using it for the shred of self-esteem I could grasp. Now that I have some, I'm just like, we're good. I mean, I'm not. It's just also I'm self-conscious about my body because I don't feel in touch with it at the moment. I mean, I'm sure I will eventually.
So
Look,
let's
I can scratch my own shoulder blades though. It's
so
amazing.
okay, Miss under 200 pounds. Now let's talk about you're gonna get mad,
Mhm.
but we had this conversation the other
Oh no, I'm
day.
sure it's about my underpants and
It's
bra. I'm sure it is. Nothing. Look at that smile.
the
Nothing makes you
struggle
happier.
because I'm right.
Okay.
Okay.
You haven't seen the boobs either, dude. They're not.
I in this process of you losing weight, it is very important to keep up with your undergarments because your body, like you said, is going south. The skin is hanging. You're not getting any skin removal surgery. You're
Not
not
yet,
doing
right?
anything. You're okay. This is it right now. So, how can we help you the best that we can without making you feel like, oh my God, I got to spend thousands of dollars on clothes? Number one is getting the right bra. So,
Mhm.
what was your response when I said, what do your boobs look like?
I said, and I will say this many times. I have said it many times. Imagine someone took two knee socks and pinned them to a bulletin board with one thumbtack each. I can literally roll my boob up just like this and tape it. In fact, I used boob tape successfully for the first time in the last couple months. I could never do it before because they were too fucking big. But now that they're pancakes on a wall, it's not a problem.
So,
So,
with
yeah.
that being said, thank you for your
I don't even know what
vulnerability.
cup size I am, but I am doing measurements. So like I've lost 2 inches around the bust, but like 10 around the waist, but like 0 around the hip. No, that's not true. Maybe 1 or 2 around the hips because of the skin. It's a mess, dude. But yeah, I
But
mean,
but
yeah.
let's talk about how we rectify that, okay?
Okay,
So
sounds
how we
good.
rectify that
Mm-hmm.
is you are going to take your ass to the store and
Mm-hmm.
you're going to get fitted and you're going to get out of the sports bras and out of the bralettes around the house. I don't care. That like
How
you
did
wear
you
that
even know I was wearing bralettes? Like I didn't even tell you anything
Yes, you
about
did. You
bras,
told me. You told
but
me.
not before you told me to go to the store, which is like you're either psychic or you just know me well enough to know that I'm lazy about it.
Anyway, this is of utmost
Put
importance
your
because
hand down.
I did put my hand down.
I mean, there you go.
Uh,
Okay.
my point is that these are little things that are going to make you feel better. That's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. If
Yeah.
your boobs are up here where they should be, you're going to get a waist. And exactly, you're going to get a waist that you haven't seen in a minute.
Look, see
I
the
know, I
boobs?
see,
Don't see
believe
the
me.
boobs.
Okay, she's holding her boobs and then they're
See the
dropping to her
boobs?
waist.
See the boobs. Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying if that is step one, okay, whether you do it or not, that's step one. Because when that your boobs are where they should be, they're going to create your waist. Then after that, if you want, I told Jessica to get some really good jeans. Now, shapewear jeans like a
Mm-hmm.
Spanx jean or a Not Your Daughter's jean.
Are you familiar with Democracy jeans? They have
Democracy
panels too.
jeans, yes, of course. So all of those are going to be shaping jeans that are going to hold your stomach in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And even though if it's just skin or whatever it is, it's just going to make you feel better. It's all smoke and mirrors, smoke and mirrors.
I have a
So
question.
yes.
Measuring questions, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's say my boobs are flat and down to my fucking waist. And by the way, I know it's true because my son tried to hug me around the waist and felt me up. Shit you not. Okay, so do I measure under my armpits or do I measure where the nipples are? Where do I
You
measure?
are not going to measure. The lady at the store is going to measure.
I know, but I'm saying when I do my own measurements, for
Oh,
example,
I mean, I would go,
where's the
you're
chest?
supposed to go right over your nipple.
But that's like it is. What if it's on your waist though, for real?
That's where you're supposed to measure now.
Okay, okay.
Okay, but I suggest you putting a bralette on or something and then doing a measurement.
Okay.
That's what I suggest.
So they're normal. Okay.
So they're normal, right? Because it's not down here, it's up here.
Right.
So I would do that across your nipple. And then even if you want to try like a bra male company, which I can't believe I'm saying this right now, like the Honey Love, or
yeah.
I think for someone like you, I think that could work in the interim.
What if I lift my boobs up and then measure where they should be, but not with the boobs, because then I'll know how much I am around and the cup size we can deal with later.
That's your rib cage. That's your rib cage. So yeah, you can totally do that. But if you go on one of those websites, I think that's a really good way for you to start, at least with more support.
Okay.
And to get you out of that until you feel like you've lost enough where you can go to the store and get something like an underwire or something nice or something like that.
Okay. All right.
But that to me is the key to unlocking some more self-esteem that you're slowly uncovering, and that when you put on clothes, you'll be like, oh my God, yeah, I have a little bit of extra skin, but I've got these great pants that are making me look like I have an hourglass figure. And really, that's what we want, is we want to balance you on the top and on the bottom. And how we do that is by putting your boobs in the right place, giving you a little bit more volume on top, like a jacket. I know it's too hot to wear a jacket, but I'm just saying, like a print or something like that.
No, I've been wearing like art teacher kimonos kind of.
Yeah, like I love it. That's perfect. Like a kimono and then some cute shorts would be great, and some really cute shoes. Bam, you're done. You're dressed. Then you can go to teacher meeting or whatever meeting, or y'all can go out to lunch, or you take for ice cream, whatever y'all want to do. I mean, not walking around Hershey Park sweating your dick off. I'm not talking about that.
No, but I did do like an amusement park the other day, and my husband was like, I can't believe how much energy you have doing this.
It's amazing. And so I just want you to, if you forget those little details, you can easily slide back into that coma of nothing looks good on me. I have too much skin. It doesn't look like I have a waist. My boobs are down. If you say that every single day, it's just, that's what you're going to see. And we need to change.
Of course, it's what I see. I'm almost 50 years old. A lot of me is just like, why didn't I do this when I was 40? And I could at least bounce back a little.
Okay. Well, look at you now. Look at you now.
I know.
The hard part is over. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yes,
the hard part is over.
Thank you. You're
shopping is fun. The shopping.
Finally. It's not just fun. It's easier. I can go anywhere. First thing I did, don't even like this store. First thing I did is go to a Talbot's and buy a dress in a normal size. Not because I look like I shop at, I don't even like Talbot's, but I've never been able to go in there and buy something.
And how good did that make you feel?
It was amazing.
Amazing.
I almost cried. It was the thrill of my life.
And so if that something like that can make you feel good, let's just take it a few steps further. And it starts with supportive underwear. You're going to need the right underwear.
Yeah.
And they might look like granny panties, but they're going to hold you in, and that's what we want.
I like boy shorts, but they don't always come up all the way high. What I'd really like is, like, I was thinking about a waist trainer.
Let's not.
No.
It's not that comfortable, and it's hot, and you are so fucking hot all the time.
I know. Well, I was. I'm not now.
Well,
in fact, I've not had a hot flash since this surgery, so I don't know if my hormones think that I'm like menopause, premenopause, postmenopause, or 14 years old. I have no idea.
Let's stick with shapewear.
Yeah, okay.
Let's stick with shapewear.
But like strong, or like
very strong. Only when you go out. Only like, not like kicking around. Just if you want to go out. And you know what I mean? If y'all want to go out to dinner, or y'all want to do something, or you want to go to the movies, or whatever.
Do you want to repeat to them what I told you about what my ass looks like?
I'm sure it's flat.
Like I've smuggled a Shar-Pei under each butt cheek. Because it's like flat ass and then roll.
Okay.
Like an accordion. You could play Lady of Spain, I Adore You on my ass cheek.
Can we conquer one issue at a time, please?
Oh, all right.
Okay. So you've always been very into dresses. You really love dresses. You really love like kimonos and color. You love color. What is something, let's pick a goal that something that you want to wear that you feel like you can't really achieve yet? Is there something that is on your hot list that you're like, I can't wait till I wear a bikini, or I can't wait till, I don't know, I'm just making shit up.
Let me think about that. Yeah, okay. So there are outfits that I like where it's a crop top, but it's not even really cropped. It's just sort of like a half an inch.
Yeah.
A half an inch of waist, and then the pants, high-waisted pants. And I did buy some of this. On the top, it looks great, but on the bottom, it looks like I'm trying to stuff Grimace into my pants from McDonald's. So like, I don't know, I'll be able to wear that until surgery, or if I can get a little thinner, then the skin will go into my underpants, and then maybe I can hide it a little better. But right now it's sort of hovering under my belly button. So
all right, that's a good goal. And we talked about bathing suits the other day. I sent Jessica some bathing suits.
I think they just came in the mail. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And one was kind of like a sarong, and it was a really cool top with a great pattern that brings your waist in, because Jessica loves, they go to the pool all the time.
I do.
And so that's exciting. And so what is next for you, Jessica? How are you handling? Do you feel like you're getting stronger each day? Do you feel like you're learning more each day? Do you feel up and down? You're sleeping better? Tell us where you are now at 196, Jessica.
I definitely feel like it's time to become muscularly stronger, that my body and my energy level is ready now, where I could start to even think about lifting weights. Like, I don't think cardio is as important right now as the strength, because surgery and then laying around after surgery does make you feel kind of weak. And in fact, I went to a bar mitzvah like about a month ago, and you know how Shorty goes low, 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 low. Well, Shorty's legs were not strong enough to stand her back up. And I got stuck down there. Holly.
Okay.
And I needed my friends to help me stand back up, because I was like, help. So that would be helpful. So if I could, pump some iron in my thighs, that would be good. Maybe, like this looks like it needs a muscle right here. I mean, I don't know that I'll be able to get rid of like bat wings, but I could at least, have a muscle to detract from it. Or, I want to work on my core so that, it is just skin, and there's no there's no little fat cells hanging out there trying to party in my belly. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I could grow a butt, but that would be cool. I've never had a butt, and I'll tell you something, it hurts to sit down with no padding.
It
hurts.
I can't relate.
No, okay? You can't, because you got a booty. You are big booty Judy. I wish I was.
I cannot relate, but Jessica is very thin, hip, leg, volume up top. So with that is a little bit more difficult to sort of haul it in, reel it in, because you are now she's modeling for us. Okay, now she's doing squats. Now she's
because you can't see this camera only follows my face. So my face isn't near my ass, so you can't see.
Anyway, we are so proud of you, and we want to know so now you're in between 14, 16, let's say. How is your wardrobe holding up? What are you wearing these days? Obviously, you went to bar mitzvah, you wore a dress.
Yeah, so I bought a couple different dresses to wear. I have about 4 or 5 dresses that aren't really everyday dresses. All my everyday dresses look like sacks of shit. And all my t-shirts look like sacks of shit. And I mean, my yoga pant legging type things, like at first they looked okay, but then after a while, 3X leggings on an XL person just looks like your crotch is dripping. It's just sort of like baggy in the knees, like nowhere you want it to. It does not look good. There are some things that I must have kept that were like 1, 2X that either still fit or they're shaped in a way that doesn't, like they're tighter in the boobs because, I wanted to accentuate my cleavage. Those things I can still wear okay, even if they are 2 or 3. But the other thing about like pants and leggings is that they fall down.
Because you
And
are so thin on the bottom, your legs are so skinny.
yeah, even with a drawstring waist, like if I come up the stairs with my hands full, my pants are around my ankles by the time I get upstairs. So I had to stop wearing them. I just put a bunch of those things in the donate pile because I was like, you know what? They're not. It's not expensive to replace yoga pants and leggings and stuff, so that's fine. I'll just buy new ones. And also I need exercise wear anyway. So
Yes, you do. Yes, you
yeah,
do.
I don't seem to like t-shirts. I haven't replaced a lot of my t-shirts, but they don't look good on me right now at all. They look like now
Schmata.
before I would have never noticed this, but now I'm starting to notice where things look big, which is something I never knew before. But like if the shoulders go too far and
Right.
they're big, then it hangs down mid shoulder.
Right.
If you or under your armpit, you can tell it's too big because the seam is like almost to your elbow. It's so wide.
That's
And then
right.
and then it just hangs and then it just looks like shite.
So
So
now you're learning fit where
yeah.
your shoulder seam should be and where your waist should be and where your
Mm-hmm.
boobs should be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're well on your way to a transitional wardrobe that's going to sort of hold you over until you do get to your goal weight.
Yeah.
And whatever that is, whether it's the weight you're at now, or if it's 40 pounds from now,
Yeah.
whatever it is, you understand how clothes can benefit your
Yeah.
image and how you feel like the better they fit, the better they look.
I'm also remembering, like, before I had kids, I was a 10, 12, even though I weighed 120, 130 pounds. And now I'm remembering that's because I have a rack. And because even though I am an XL, there are going to be certain things where I can't pull it past my boobs because I have big boobs. I
Right.
just,
You've
even in
always
the
had
right
big,
bra,
yeah,
I'll never be lower than a certain size because my boobs just won't fit in it.
correct.
Um, but I forgot that though, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna go down to a set. Wait a second, nope, because you got these big boobs still hanging here. It's ridiculous. So
People pay for that. Okay. People pay for
right, but
that.
also it means to you also that your size is way less important than whether or not it fits properly, whether or not it looks properly, whether or not you have a waist. Like, yeah, looking for something that makes you look like you have a waist when you do, but also you don't is very interesting. So like I have a waist, but only to the belly button. And then it's just like I gotta hide that shit, at least for now. So
Well, thank you for saying that. It is about the right clothes that fit your body. And even though your body is a little bit complicated right now, it's achievable for you. And you know it's achievable because you know that you've done it before.
it's
And
just
even
trickier. Yeah.
and even when before you had children, you were size 12 and you were kicking it and it was fine. And you're like, I just have big boobs, no big deal. But the worse it got, the worse it got. Now you're at the top of the mountain, you know what I mean? And now you get
Yeah.
to hike down. So things that can help you, the right bra, definitely the right underwear, definitely get some cute jeans. You've already gotten some dresses, you've gotten bathing suits,
Mm-hmm.
and just continuing to fuel the good.
Yeah.
And I love this. Let's get more of that. I want to wear that more. I want to do this. Even if you're sitting around the house in a sundress or a dress, you're like, I
Yeah.
feel comfortable in this and I look good and we can run out if I have to.
Do
So
you
I think
think that once you're an apple, even if you lose weight, you're still an apple? Like, am I an apple or a pear regardless because I have long legs and no torso?
um I, I would not, you're not really supposed to call it fruit anymore. It's kind of like, but the answer is yes. I mean, your body shape hasn't changed. You've just gained weight and lost weight. You still have the same body shape,
Okay.
you
So I
know?
should still look for things that, accentuate the cleavage and the
For
legs.
sure. Jackets look best on you. Jackets, layering, the skirts, the A-line skirts, the
Mm-hmm.
the bell bottom pants. You're
Mm-hmm.
short. You're fucking Jewish girl short.
I know.
You're 5'2", and I am the exact opposite.
Yeah, you have a long torso.
I'm Jewish girl short, but I have a very long waist, but a
Yeah.
huge butt and huge hips.
Yeah.
So we are the total opposite, and we have different struggles. So even
Yeah. I'd
though
like
I
to stand next to you and see where your legs end and where my legs end. Cause there are people that are the same height as me, my husband included, where like I can pull his pants on and they're like crop pants because he has a long torso, even though we're the same height.
that's how,
But
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I have to go 2 sizes up in jeans just to get them over my hips. And then they're
Yeah.
huge in the waist. So
That's
call it what you
annoying.
will. I mean, that's just, you either carry your weight on the top or the bottom. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and so I've always struggled with my, and then I have very short legs.
Yeah.
So, it's just your struggles are very achievable to mask and to work with as long as you have the right support.
Yeah.
But the bra is number one, and I'm going to leave you with that. And I know you keep saying get out of my underwear drawer, but I won't. I'm not gonna.
Well, I hate for you too when you enjoy it so much.
I so much.
I never heard someone fucking cheer up so quickly as somebody as Holly when she started yelling at me about my underpants.
I
Like
just
all of a
want you
sudden
to
it was
look.
like,
Just want you to feel good.
I know, but it's second nature to you, which I love. Thank you. That really I appreciate it. And I'm working. I do feel good, but your head does mess with you.
For sure.
I was in my friend's house. I don't have body dysmorphia because I haven't been fat my whole life. So there's a lot of women who are like, I don't even recognize myself. Like I do recognize myself, but I was in my friend's house. She had a big mirror in her dining room and I walked by the mirror and I was like, oh, she has company. And then I was like, oh no, that's me. I didn't know it was me. I'm like, who is, oh, that's me. Like, I just didn't recognize myself for a minute. It was weird.
That's amazing, though. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
the
good.
the fact, just the I'm telling you, you're just so further ahead than you think you are.
Mm-hmm.
And bariatric patients, some people kick it, they're down to 125, they're exercising, they're this, they're that, whatever. A lot of people, it takes longer. It takes a very long time to get used to you being thin.
Yeah,
You don't have that comfort. And you even said, I didn't
that's
realize
probably,
how much my personality was wrapped in.
yeah, to being the cute, funny fat girl.
You
It
even
was
said
so
that.
much. It was so much of my personality. Because hair is another thing, right? Like a lot of my identity is wrapped up into like the curly hair Jew girl. Like if I shave my head, it's like who I define myself as disappears. And I didn't want to define myself necessarily as too fat to walk around. But being fluffy and chubby has been my entire adult life because I have been around a 16 since I was 22. So now that I'm lower or getting lower than that, that part is strange. And also I think, and this is just for the audience, I'm going to give you some advice. If you know someone is, because we're now being trained to be, like politically correct and woke and all these things. And I think that's wonderful. But I will say this, if you know someone has had bariatric surgery, you may not want to comment on their weight because and I think in people's heads, they're like, if I say she looks good, then she'll think she didn't look good before. If I
Totally.
say, and so they don't say anything. And then you're like, well, why the fuck did I even just say, I know been doing such hard work. It is really paying off. That way you're not commenting on their body.
Right.
A lot of people are like, how do you feel? Are you healthy? But even that is just like, don't I fucking look good? So
Yes. I think
so
that's an excellent point. I really do. I think that's an excellent point. It's how are you doing emotionally?
yeah. But
What
they
can
don't
I
care. They want to tell me you look wonderful without saying it. I'm just saying, fucking say it because I can't hear it enough.
good? Well, you
You
look
know?
fabulous. You look happier. You do. I mean, your personality's never changed, but I can tell that you
Mm.
feel like a different person, but you're almost like, who do I think I am? But why not? I mean, why not you? Why not you? Why not you? You deserve
Who do
it.
you think you are is sort of way deep down in there. Like on a daily basis, I feel pretty good. It's only when I'm like, being hypnotized that I'm like, wait, why would I keep fucking with my face though? You don't think, it's all subconscious stuff.
Right. And you're doing amazing. You look great.
Thank
Even
you.
when I saw you at the reunion, you look good.
Thank you.
You look like your shoulders are defined, your face is thinner.
Look at this.
I can see your cleavage. I can see your clavicle
No.
bone.
Yeah, I thought I had a bruise because it was dark there, and I'm like, oh, that's a bone. Oh, hi there. Didn't know that.
I mean, you should be
Yeah.
telling yourself how hot you are every day. Come on now. Because you are.
Okay.
And you have
Okay.
come
Thanks.
out from the grave, honey.
Yes. Well, that is definitely true. I'm back from the grave, which is amazing. It feels amazing. Everything feels really good. I'm super excited. So thank you for having me on. I hope this has been helpful. If not for you as a patient or a person who's losing weight, but at least for a person who knows someone who's lost weight, and you can just be like, you need a better bra,
Yep.
some new underpants. And by the
Yep.
way, all the work you've done is paying off.
That's right.
Do your
That's
Holly
right.
impression while you're at it.
And don't ever forget it, because it's never over. Because once you hit your weight loss goal, let's say you hit it tomorrow, you ain't done. I mean,
Right.
that's what sucks, is that you're not done. You've got to maintain that. And that's what's
done.
hard.
Yeah.
And everybody fluctuates. But once you stay in that healthy range, you're all okay. Jessica, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for all your advice, especially
Thank
for
you so much
people,
for having me.
of course, especially for people going through, you know, what you're going through. It's just not cute, you know.
Yeah.
It's just you're digging your way out of your hole, and you look fabulous. I mean, let's be honest.
Thank you very much. I mean, what can I say? It is what it is.
I mean,
thank you so much, though. I mean, I love coming on your show always, and I hope it's helpful and useful. But either way, it's fun for me. So,
I mean, what's next on your social sketch that you have to get dressed for?
that is a good question. Podcast movement is coming up in Washington, D.C.
Amazing.
So I might have to dress for that. And I think I have thought I had a bar mitzvah, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm hoping to get some speaking gigs, so maybe that.
You know, the fashion hotline is always open for you.
Thank you.
And you're going to look incredible. You're going to walk into podcast movement. They're going to be like, where's Jessica? And what have you done with her?
That would be amazing. I can't wait for that.
Are you going to, does everyone know you've been through this? I guess everybody knows.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. And I mean, either that or they don't recognize me because they haven't been paying attention, but that's okay too. I don't mind that.
You look younger, you look livelier, you can walk around Hershey Park without schwitzing.
Without being suicidal. Yeah.
Being suicidal.
Yeah.
She sent me this video of Isaac on this jumpy thing, and he's like, can you please get me off?
He's like, ow, 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 ow.
And I love that you said, I love that we went to Treetop Adventure Park for him to decide that he's afraid of heights. That was a good one.
Hates them all. Couldn't believe it. I mean, it was his idea, Holly. Oh, he will be the death of me, I swear. But,
and I always look forward to my weekly text from you that says, can I come stay with you until Christmas?
Oh my God.
Everybody always wants something from me.
I don't want anything from you except, you know, to be good company. That's it.
I know. I love that.
They get the fuck away from my family. That's it. That's it.
The first step is awareness. I'm so excited about your hypnosis. I hope you do cluck like a chicken, and I get to
wait, what?
And I get to witness that. But you've been an amazing guest as always. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I just want to tell everyone, just, you know, as Holly always says, or if she not, she should, you know, just always try to be your best. That's the best you can do.
That's right. Get the right size bra. Get the right size bra.
That's her other thing. Yeah.
This has been.
Thank you, Holly.
You're welcome. This has been your hostess with the mostest, Holly Cates, the only Holly you need to know, and the bosser arounder of all who are in need of a new bra and new clothes. And we appreciate your listenership today. Share it with somebody you love, somebody who needs a new bra, or somebody who is going through a dramatic weight loss, such as our friend Jessica, who will end up being a supermodel in the over 50 category. That's what that we're going to manifest that for you.
Great.
Okay, love you. Call you in 5 minutes. Bye.